I don't know why it didn't automatically start, so I've just gone out of it and come back in and just manually done it, but I all set it up. I was here 5 minutes before the live stream was due and it just never went on, so I don't know, I'll have to have a look into that, see why it didn't start. I messed around for 5-10 minutes, but just getting a blank screen. I could chat, but text, but I couldn't see anything, so I've just gone out, did a Facebook Live and come back in. I thought I'd do it manually. The sun's getting out really bright now. I don't know if you can see me all right, but I got down here. I was up at 4:30 this morning. I left about 5:15, 5:10. I got down here just before 6, a couple of minutes before 6. I was set up and sort of cast out at 6:50 or 6:45. It's 5 minutes before high tide. I don't know if I can switch around on this. There you go. But basically, it was high tide this morning, and I was literally casting just off there. I was getting, you'll see the video, I was doing the video, but I was catching the first hour and a half, 2 hours, fish a chuck. I've had 15, 12 whiting and 3 dabs, double hookups for the first couple of casts and that, and I've had a few in the last hour, but on prawn and squid, just to keep the bites coming. But it's low water now, you can see where my rods are. There's like 3 really sharp excuse me, dips. I don't want to go any closer because I have walked them right down to there and cast out, but there's another big dip or another big drop off, basically where those second breakers are coming in, about sort of 80 yards out. And if I go down, the line's getting buried, so I'm just staying here, walking it down, casting out, keeping the rod high, and the line's not getting buried like this. So the car park's beyond there. Got Sal House up in the distance there. Kelling down to the right. I've loosened the clutches right off, slack right off, so I can just peel line out if anything does take it. But yeah, I'm just to the right of the outflow pipe. The outflow pipe's just there pumping out. Everyone who fishes here knows where it is. I park not in the car park, side on the lane where it's free parking. Fantastic scenery around here, fantastic countryside. You've got the old pillbox here. Most people know where it is, where I am. But it's a shame it's gone really quiet. But thanks to the guy, I can't remember your name. I'll have a look and link you to it when I put the video up for the information and stuff. Where to fish, what times and that, but unfortunately I've only got 1 day off in 10 this week or the next 2 weeks, and then next week I've got 3 days off, so I should be out doing another video. But thanks for the information and tips. Tell me where to come, where's fishing well. I'll dig your name out for the chat. Appreciate that. So definitely the best session so far of all the last 3 months anyway. No problems with weed, no problems with snags. Earlier on when it was on the flood, it was flowing quite hard and I tripped myself out of it and just got both rigs tangled, and I just decided to fish with wrong rod. But it hasn't been too bad. I just went to a slightly heavier lead and up-tided it to space the rods a bit further apart because I had them both on the blue tripod, but I put them separately. But unfortunately it's gone really, really quiet. But hopefully, I'm going to give it to about 1:30. Hopefully when it starts to flood I might start getting a few just before it's time to go. But I'm not complaining by any means. Let's take the hard way back again. Could go the easy way, but no. Hazard I'm using at the minute. I've gone back down to 6 ounces. I started with 5 this morning, but they weren't holding. Then I went to 6, and they were just about holding. Sometimes they were tripping out, but I did put 7s on and they were holding perfectly. But now it's starting to ebb again. I'm back down to 6 on both rods, and this is fine. So. Oops, sorry. Right, Waterside, how you doing? Yeah, it's a bit quiet at the minute. A few little crabs and knocks and that, but plenty of whiting, as I say this morning. I've had 12 whiting and 3 dabs, or I think one was a small place. Got nice little red spots on it. So, don't get many red spots on a dab. But to tell you the truth, I could have kept it. It's really good size, and 3 of the whiting were really good size. And I caught them the first thing this morning within the first like 3 casts. And then one thing I did forget, I was going to bring 2 ice blocks with me because I've got some sort of little freezer bags, but I forgot to bring the ice blocks, and I didn't want to leave them in my box or in a bag all day long for 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, they're probably a bit not the best, freshest when I get them home, but so I thought, I'll put them back and hope for a better one later in the day, but it hasn't really happened at the minute. It was all on the top of the tide this morning. The last sort of 10-15 minutes of the flood and high tide, and the 1.5 hours into the ebb, and then it's just gone very, very quiet now at low tide. Yeah, I was catching a few earlier on, but nothing for the last hour and a half. But we're right at the bottom of the tide now. As I say, it must have dropped at least 30 foot. So, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. The last 3 sessions have been really hard, that sort of Galston area. But mackerel and squid was doing the business this morning. We had a couple on prawn. But I've just found that I made the decision early to cut off the snoods and put smaller hooks on. I just literally using size 4, little size 4 bait holder hooks. Getting so many more bites and so many more hookups. I was getting a lot of trembles before, but not taking it, not hooking them on the size 1/0s and that, size 1s. They've gone right down to size 4, and a lot more success. It's nice to try something different. There's not much difference in Salas, really. Salas is only 5 minutes around the corner, but it drops a lot. a lot steeper here. Straight in and off. Right guys, I'm going to sign off for a minute. If I catch anything else, I'll come back on. I should be doing a video within the next couple of days of this session. This session. I need a coffee. Cheers for all tuning in. Tight lines, and I'll see you again in another video. All the best, guys.